Welcome to the Minute Doctor Who podcast, Christmas episode 2009. And, well, yeah, what a year it's been. I was reflecting a while ago and I realised that this is the first year since 2004, barring the odd trip overseas for work, that I've spent the whole year in my native UK. And it's therefore the first year since the Christopher Eccleston days that I haven't had to apply nefarious means to get hold of my new Who. This year has been the first full year of the Minute Doctor Who podcast. It went on a bit of hiatus at the end of last year, and I kicked back in February when I moved down to Bristol. And it's just been a really fun year establishing myself, and I feel that I'm now a well-loved member of the community. At least that's how it comes across. If that's how you've been intending your communication with me to be, then thank you very much. If not, then hey, that's what it feels like. So thanks for welcoming me into this wonderful world. It's been another good year DVD-wise. The brilliant restoration team continue on, and we've had some crackers this year. Particularly enjoyed the War Games and the Black Guardian trilogy. And if you haven't seen Planet of the Daleks 3 yet, especially if you've already seen the black and white version, see the new colour restoration version. It is absolutely brilliant. Stan Hall says it's like magic. This was the year that Doctor Who Mastermind kicked off with Tony Galichon of the Flashing Blade scoring brilliantly in the first episode. And due to my laziness in writing questions, we've only had one other contestant, loyal viewer Eric. I'll be getting round to writing some more questions, and Stephen from Radio Free Skaro will be taking part in the new year, and some others as well, hopefully. And again, if you're interested and you haven't got in touch with me yet, look at the website, web.me.com/back-in-the-USSR6, or send me an email, min_dw@yahoo.co.uk, and I'll get back to you. In September, I went to my first convention. It was a brilliantly enjoyable experience, and I got to meet a lot of you guys for the first time. And off the back of that, started listening to new podcasts, Bridging the Rift and Staggering Stories. So I don't know whether that's particularly healthy to carry on going, because I'll keep adding to my weekly list of things to listen to. But it was really enjoyable and great to be part of the community that we're building here, and it's been really exciting to see that grow this year. It's also been quite a tragic year. In March, I babysat for some good friends and co-workers of mine, and the last thing I did was play football with their 4 kids in the dusk. And little did I know that the next time I'd be in their house, just over a month later, there would only be 3 children, as Sam Riddle, their second child, had been tragically killed in a road accident. If you're in the UK, you've probably been aware of this news story in the last week, as the woman responsible has been sentenced. And in the midst of their grief, his parents had a message to offer. And though it comes out of great sadness, I think it's very appropriate for the Christmas season. So here's my good friend Martin Riddle with this Christmas message.
We want to thank everybody that's helped us through the last terrible 8 months. Our friends at church, community, and the police have really been very, very kind to us. In 4 days' time we celebrate Christmas, and it's going to be our first Christmas without our Sam. And it's going to be very hard for us indeed, because we still miss him very much. At Christmas we remember that God sent his son Jesus into the world to bring peace. And it's this same God that is giving us the strength and helping us to forgive Hannah for the terrible thing she's done to us by killing our son. It's not easy, it's not going to be easy, but with God's help we know that it is possible.
Well, I don't want to leave the podcast on a downer, so to close, here's a message from some people that I think you might know.
Have yourself a ho, 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 ho.
Ho, 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 ho. Thundercats.
Hello to the listeners and presenters or presenter of insert podcast name here.
You've been absolutely awesome, and we'd like to say you're our favourite podcaster or podcasters of this year.
Don't listen to any of the other rumours out there. You're our favourite. Always have been, ever since you started way back when you started.
Which was a while ago, and we've listened to every episode of you and possibly your co-presenters as well, if you have them.
Oh, we're only kidding, Luke. We love you.
Thanks, Luke. You are awesome, and you will continue to be so. Otherwise, we will send the boys round.
And ironically, we could spend a whole minute discussing whether it's actually called the Minute Time Lord Podcast or the Minute Time Lord Podcast. Because it can actually work both ways, because 1 minute is still pretty minute, really.
That's very, very true.
Mm.
But we won't, because we want to try and get people to know that it's called the Minute. So you don't have to go through that explanation all the time again.
See,
again.
If it was the Minute Doctor Who podcast, then we'd be eating up all his podcast time right now, just this inane nattering.
Yeah. This is the show right here.
This is Trevor.
And this is Marty.
And on behalf of the DWO Who cast, I want to wish yourself and all your listeners a Merry Christmas and a bountiful and Happy New Year. And we look forward to hearing more of your episodes in 2010.
Absolutely, certainly. Have a good one. Yes,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Superb work. Well done.
And have yourself a merry little Christmas night.
So from me, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you in 2010.